Welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel. It's great to see you guys again. I'm Andrew Wolfe and we're going to be talking about Boulder, Colorado. And one thing I want to say is, guys, do not move to Boulder before you watch this video. We're going to be going through several things that you need to know and are going to want to know before you choose to make Boulder your home. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, guys, let's talk about the elephant in the room here, the cost. Boulder is more expensive than Denver, and it's more expensive than a lot of places in the whole country. But people tend to be happy to pay it, right? And there's a lot of factors that play into there. A couple of them are going to be just limited housing inventory is probably the primary reason. So there's not a ton of homes on the market at any given time in Boulder, Colorado, and they have really tight both zoning and building laws. So they're not building a ton of new inventory. So things tend to stay, go on the market pretty quickly and come off very quickly. So I would say make sure that if you're looking to shop in Boulder, Colorado, it's all about preparation. Working well with your agent to make sure you have a good avatar of what kind of home you're looking for, and then working well with your lender if you're going to choose to do a loan, and having that pre-approval done in place so that you can go ahead and jump onto your home when you see it, because things do move quickly here. The next thing you're going to want to know about Boulder is just nature is a part of the lifestyle out here. There are hundreds of miles of hiking and biking and riding trails, and the community is really going to participate on it. So it's rare that if you head up to Chautauqua State Park there to go on a nice little hike, that you're going to be by yourself. You're going to see community, you're going to see your neighbors out there, and tons of friendships are formed on the hiking trails and the biking trails, on the slopes heading out towards Eldora. So if you're going to participate in the outdoor community in Colorado, expect to be a part of the outdoor community in Colorado, because they're going to welcome you in, they're going to wave to you, they're going to invite you to have a beer or a coffee afterwards, and I encourage you to take advantage of it. It's one of the most beautiful things about the city of Boulder and the state of Colorado is how welcoming and how engaged people are with the outdoor community. All right, speaking of the community, let's talk about the vibe of living here. So Boulder is a highly educated and progressive community, and they're very proud of those facts. So they're going to be environmentally conscious, things like composting, green initiatives, electric vehicles. You're going to see those all over the place here in Boulder. So take part in it, right? You're going to be a part of the community and take advantage of living in a beautiful place that's very conscious of how they impact the world around them. It's going to be very focused on minimizing the negative impact, maximize the positive impact, and encouraging everyone to participate together. So the community here, again, is a highly educated community. The college right there in the town is going to be a big driver of that, and it's going to be very focused on having a great impact on the world around them. All right, guys, so let's talk a little about what Boulder is not. We talked so far about what Boulder is, and let's talk about what it is not. So if you were looking for this big city kind of urban vibe that's going to have nightclubs and tons of big sporting events, tons of big concerts, and just be busy all the time, Boulder's probably not the best fit for you, honestly. I would say maybe take your talents down to Denver, where you can have a part of that great community as well. But if you're looking for something that's big enough, has all the features you might need, grocery stores, and does have amazing restaurants, amazing bars, amazing cafes, great breweries, and it will have kind of some smaller events. You'll have authors come and do readings at the Boulder Theater. You'll have musicians come do concerts at CU Boulder. But it's not going to have that huge, vibrant nightlife that you might experience in downtown Denver. So if you're looking for that, big enough but not overwhelming vibe, Boulder's probably the right fit for you. I would say come in, check it out, see a show, grab a bite to eat. Really can't be beat if that's what you're looking for. Speaking of grabbing a bite to eat, guys, the local food scene here is amazing. Oak 14 is this really great white linen table restaurant. The Boulder Dan Shoup Treehouse is a really unique dining experience that I've never seen anything like it, and the food is to die for. And it's really difficult to talk about, really any great town in Colorado, but particularly Boulder, and not talking about the awesome brewery and beer scene. So you have Upslope Brewing, you have Avery Brewing, and there are dozens of local homespun breweries right here in Boulder that you can participate in. People do 5Ks then and then. People do brewery tours, and it's just a really great place for all walks of life to engage in Boulder. Families will bring the kids. You obviously have new students at the CU Boulder campus. You have local families that are in retirees, so it's a great melting pot of all the people who can live in Boulder. You can find them at a brewery taking advantage of the awesome food trucks. If you're really lucky, some great local live music. And I really would say, if you're looking to meet and get a pulse for Boulder, check out one of our great breweries. It's an awesome place to be. Okay, so another thing to consider when moving to Boulder is the commute, right? Are you working in Boulder or are you working from home? Probably is not a big consideration for you. The local transit in Boulder is really great. It's not too tough to drive, it's not too tough to park, and the hop and the skip and the jump are a great little bus system. And of course, if you are someone who rides their bike to work or wants to ride their bike downtown, honestly, there's probably not a better place in the world that I can think of. There's tons of biking trails that make moving around Boulder itself really, really easy. Now, if you work in Denver or you're traveling to the airport at DIA there, you're probably going to want to plan ahead a little bit, right? So with no traffic, the trip to downtown Denver is probably in the 30 to 40 minute range. But during rush hour, that can be an hour pretty easy. So I would say try to plan ahead. If you can work your schedule out to where you're working, slightly off hours, like maybe you get to be to work at 10 or 8 instead of 9, you're probably going to be just fine. Or just plan ahead. Plan an extra few minutes before you leave and an extra few minutes on the way home, and you'll be okay. Heading out to DIA, it's, probably a good hour most times, but it's not too tough. It's straight down the 70, and again, if you plan around the rush hour, you're going to be just fine, be able to get back and forth to the airport from Boulder, or to have your many friends and relatives or come visit you at your amazing new home to take advantage of the location in Boulder itself. You're going to be just fine. All right, so another question I get answered, another thing I would want to know upon my move to Boulder, Colorado, would be, what's the education system like? I'm a father, I have kids, and so I want to think about what they're going to experience growing up, and I can tell you Boulder Valley School District is one of the best school districts in the entire state, maybe the entire country. From K through 8 to middle school to Fairview and Boulder High, they're all great institutions, and you really are going to be very proud of your kids going there. They're going to be well educated, go into the world, and move on to college or wherever they're going to go next. Obviously, it's difficult to talk about education in Boulder and not mention CU Boulder, a really, really great institution that people travel from all over the country and all over the world to attend. So you're going to see a lot of those community focuses carry into education at CU Boulder, whether it's they have a ton of really great environmental courses, they're very tech focused, and the music school is one of the best in the world. So I would say if education is important to you, whether it's for yourself moving out here or whether it's for your family if you have kids, you can rest assured that Boulder is going to take very, very good care of you from an education perspective. All right, guys, so kind of bringing it all together here. So some stuff you're going to want to know about Boulder is it's, again, outdoor conscious, right? There are tons and tons of hiking and biking trails. You're about a 30-minute ride or so to Eldora Mountain if you're a skier or a snowboarder. There's fly fishing, there is hiking, there is mountain biking. Outdoor lifestyle is going to foist itself upon you if you move to Boulder, Colorado. So that's something you're already participating in. It is going to fit like a glove. I would highly encourage you to kind of participate with that. The community vibe is going to be very, very strong and very, very tight-knit. So Boulder's not a place that's really going to allow you to separate yourself. It's going to be very welcoming, and you're going to be pulled into this awesome, awesome community that we have here. So be ready to participate that. Know that going into it. Again, it's location, location, location. People love living here because if it's set apart from Denver, you're into the foothills and you have easy access to the mountains like we talked about, easy access to the city. But if you are going to travel into Denver for work, you're just going to plan ahead a little bit. So those are some of the things I want to know and I would want to know before moving to Boulder. And I hope it helped you guys out. So if you would like some more information, go ahead and reach out to me. All my contact information is going to be down below. But I'm Andrew Wolfe. Love talking Boulder. So if you have any questions, just want to chit chat about this awesome, awesome city, I'm here for you. Have a great day.